Good afternoon, Southside. I'm Lindsay Callis.
And I'm Taylor Scheidels.
On this edition of Hawk TV, we'll have a new segment that puts Southside teachers to the test. Plus,
are you a senior? Did you miss the field trip to Union University last week? If so, stay tuned.
I'm Shane Kaufman. In this Hump Day edition of Hawk TV, I'll be telling you about a Medium 1 student that got a little taste of real-world experience. Hawk TV starts now.
SSHSMediaClass dues will be collected until October 31st, 2013. Pay dues to Miss Williams on the East Campus.
Attention seniors. Senior ad order forms and money are due November 1st. If you are planning to purchase a senior ad for the yearbook, be sure to turn in your form and money to Miss Dalton in room 12E no later than November 1st.
Hey Taylor, what'd you do over fall break?
I just read a lot.
Well, one of Southside's students spent his fall break touring one of the largest broadcasting facilities in the world. Hawk TV reporter Shane Kaufman has the story.
Kyle Walker, a Medium 1 student here at Southside High School, gained a bigger appreciation for broadcasting when his family visited Atlanta over fall break.
Well, we were going to go to the Coca-Cola Museum and the aquarium, but they weren't open, so we kind of saw the CNN on the map, so we went there.
The CNN Center is the world headquarters of Cable News Network. The main newsrooms and studios for several of CNN's news channels are located in the building.
I learned that they do all sorts of broadcasts there. They do the CNN Espanol, they do CNN Live, and they do CNN Radio.
The CNN staff made Kyle feel like he was the center of attention.
They gave us an interview, and they asked us about what did we know about CNN, and then they showed us the real live broadcast of CNN. And they asked somebody to do an HLN broadcast, and I went there and I did that, and they showed us some more of their shows, and they showed us a real live broadcast we saw from just like 3 feet away.
The time Kyle spent in the CNN building affected his feelings toward media.
For HLN, I'm Kyle. Well, they do a show called HLN, and they let me do a live broadcast for that. So, yeah, I pretty started loving it.
Kyle says there are several interesting objects in the building.
Well, there was a few things, like there was CNN radio, and we got to check that out. And we got to see how many people worked on computers while they did the show. And we saw a live broadcast. Oh, yeah. And then there was also a floor of tiles made of America, made of the earth.
While the CNN building is all about media, Kyle's favorite thing had nothing to do with TV.
My favorite thing was going up the 8-story escalator, the longest freestanding escalator there is in the world.
For Hawk TV, I'm Shane Kaufman.
For HLN, I'm Kyle.
Thanks, Shane. If you're interested in touring the CNN building in Atlanta, check out cnn.com/tours. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
If you don't stay in school, you don't get your diploma. If you don't get your diploma, you get a bad job. If you get a bad job, you get small pay. If you get small pay, you can't afford to feed your pet chimpanzee. If you can't afford to feed your pet chimpanzee, you get your hand eaten off by Bobo, your pet chimpanzee. Don't get your hand eaten off by your pet chimpanzee. Get your diploma. Stay in school.
Welcome back.
Taylor, who do you think is the smartest teacher at Southside? Maybe our Spanish teacher, Miss Steen?
Well, how smart would she be if she had to take a science test?
Hawk TV reporter Dalton Lavelle has that story.
One question that every student always asks, do I really need to know this? I put our teachers to the test, giving them tests from other teachers of a different subject.
This would be yo.
Okay, so I'm taking a genetics test from Mr. Griffin, and I can tell you, he has totally done me wrong, because this thing is impossible I never even took genetics in school.
We tested 6 teachers, one of which was Miss Megan Pfeiffer, who was taking a history test on the first 10 amendments.
I'm an English teacher. I'm not supposed to know this.
Our history teacher, Mr. Weaver, scored the lowest grade of the group, making a 13.3 on an English practice ACT.
When I was growing up on a farm in North Carolina, my favorite chore was canning tomatoes with my mother. Probably should have had another occupation.
I have no idea what that one is. No clue.
I got 1 point. Las chicas. I know what that means.
What kind of cross is this? What's a good cross? How about the Roman cross? Haha.
In our 1 acre garden, the weight of the tomato plants would slump with the ripening of fruit. All right, should it be the weight of, the size of? Size wouldn't make sense because you don't slump because of size.
Bajo means short.
Can someone Google it?
Our teachers demonstrated that although you may not need to know everything about these subjects, they are very important in school because some of us may not know our career paths without them. For Hawk TV, I'm Dalton Lavelle.
We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
The opportunities that lie in front of you are unlimited. Let us help you reach them. Whether you want to travel abroad, serve others in your community, or gain hands-on experience in your field, we can help you go far. Jackson State. Stay close, go far.
Members of the senior class visited Union University recently for a college fair. Hawk TV reporter Erica Berrigan has that story.
Thursday of last week, the seniors went on a field trip to Union University. The purpose of this field trip was for the seniors to explore their college options. I got together with 3 seniors who went on the trip to talk about what they learned.
It was like a lot of colleges there that I could keep my options open instead of just going to one school.
I know what colleges that I want to apply to now.
I learned about how to pay for college more efficiently and cheaper.
The students told me that the trip did not last as long as it should have.
It wasn't long enough. We stayed literally 5 minutes and then we left. So we couldn't really just explore all the colleges that we had there. We only had to go to certain ones and then boom, you had to leave.
It was way too short. I had 10 minutes literally to go to every stand and it was not good.
The seniors said in the future the field trip should be longer and possibly even closer so they can visit all the colleges they want. For Hawk TV, I'm Erica Berrigan.
Thanks, Erica. Finally today, the staff at Hawk TV would like to thank our newest sponsor, Family and Cosmetic Dentistry of Jackson.
Family and Cosmetic Dentistry of Jackson will begin their sponsorship of Hawk TV in November. That's it for this edition of Hawk TV.
I'm Lindsay Callis.
And I'm Taylor Scheidels. We'll see you next time.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Red Zone.
Go!